Hello and welcome to Bricking It. Today we are going to be working on our room of requirement module. I've stripped it back to pretty much just the shell. Got some obvious details I want to draw your attention to here. I just wanted to show you how we built out the interior. So this module does take quite a lot of inspiration from the room of requirement set. I've done it in different ways. As you can see, our side walls largely made up of these trans-blue panels. We've still got our Technic blocks there just so we can hook into the rest of the build. The floor's been tiled out in dark tan and dark bluish grey, just in sort of imitation of that gridded floor that they've got in the room of requirement when it's been used as a training room. That's the time we really see it. I put a bunch of jumper plates in various places over there just so we can pop some minifigs into that and keep them stable. So we've got these two big windows, but that's really for the outside, just so we didn't have even more blue panels. Even though I don't consider the outside as particularly important to my build because of the way it's displayed, I did want to have some actual castle structure there. But on the inside we then have a couple of these bluish panels again to give that kind of mirrored, shiny, special room effect. We're going to add in, just in front here, small fireplace. So it's just a black 1x2, a couple of those cheese wedges in transparent orange, stacks of 1x1 dark bluish grey. That's going to be our fireside. Then to build up the top, got a couple of plates there. Put some short fat candles on the side. Got one of these here dark tan slopes. A couple of profile bits just for some interest at the back of the fireplace. These will slide in between these two panels and connect us all up. So there's our fireplace. Now for the hanging column tops, they were in my original design sort of hanging in space. But when I changed what I was doing and added these blue panels, they ended up actually integrating into the top here. So they're not perhaps as different as I thought they were going to be. But we have one arch here on either side. And then another one slots in next to it and is secured by a 2x3 brick there. So they don't actually touch the floor, but due to the integration into the top of those panels, they don't really hang anymore, but it gives that general effect. And that's pretty much it for the structure of our room of requirement. Obviously the tops, just like usual, get tiled off. A few little tricky positions we've got to do because of the size of the bricks. Still in need of these 1x1s in dark tan. Let's just mirror that on the other side so I don't make a mistake. There we go. Of course, these secure our modules on top, but also help to keep our walls integrated together. So there's the training room set up for a room of requirement. There's a very good chance I'm going to remove this long brick across here and possibly this one here for shorter bricks, just so I can add in some snot bricks just up on the wall here. And again, similarly, I might do something up here to add some snot bricks in, just so we can have some bars and maybe have Patronuses leaping around the walls for our training room scene. We've got this lovely tile here. that we're going to put up on the wall with the names of Dumbledore's army on it there, just for a bit of flavour. We have our old mirror with our pictures put up on top, so this can stud into the corner or simply rest back at the side there. We have a training Dementor. I took the wheels away because I wanted this slope skirt piece on, just so I could stud it into the build and keep it still. And of course, what we need now is Dumbledore's army. So as you can see, there's plenty of studs, so we can add in our characters all around, and they're going to be watching Harry do his thing, demonstrating Expelliarmus or some such. So with our bar on top, that's our completed room of requirements in its training mode. Again, this is another one of those bulk rooms where I can store plenty of minifigs, display them in a number of different ways, dueling each other or practicing Patronuses. But it's largely just when we're doing Harry's 5th year during the Order of the Phoenix that we're going to be in the room of requirement in this configuration. So if you've seen a video about our Hogwarts Moments books, this will come as no surprise. I'm just going to put the Death Eater Dementor at the back there for storage. Most of the time the room of requirement is a junk room, and so we have this piece here, which is just like a fascia, a facade that's going to sit at the front of the room. It's just stacked with loads of junk. So these are mainly pieces that have come in the sets that I've bought before I've modified them, or in our Hogwarts Moments books when we first got them. So we've got these couple of cabinets and spell books and Polyjuice Potion. She's got some stacks of tiles, plates rather, here and here, just to represent some old books. We've got some broomsticks hidden away, a lantern in the back, random potions that people have needed to hide, some chests, so all sorts of things, absolutely loads and loads of different items for our junk style room. So we've got this little just clip on the front, just so it's easier to lift in and out, and the bottom's all plated out. So it's a bit of a haphazard arrangement, but it's just so that I don't have any clashes with the studs on the floor of the room. And now that has to go in quite carefully. So when it's in situ in the castle, we have to sort of slot it under the mantle there, and that will just press down into position. We can keep our blackboard and our Death Eater in the back there. There's still room for them just to hide out, and even if you spot them, they just merge into the junk in the room. And that's how we'll usually be displaying it. So there is one other option that I'm considering, as I haven't decided how I'm going to work with my Hogwarts. If I ever decide to make it look Battle of Hogwarts-y for the 7th year return to Hogwarts, then we could set this up as a camp, and that would simply be some sleeping bags, probably in house colours, maybe with those snot bricks or some bar pieces put up on the wall. We could have some house colours and banners, but it's not really, it doesn't really feature as a huge part of the story when it is set up as a camp, although I suppose it does act in that regard for most of the book, just when we're following the Golden Trio around doing other things. So it might be worth exploring, but where it does feature in the 7th film again is as a junk room, because of course Got to find something in there. So that is our room of requirement module. Fairly simple, standard 8x16, as so many of our modules are. If you like this video, please leave us a like. If you'd like to see more videos about our Hogwarts MOC, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon. Goodbye.